Hey everyone, I'm Brooke and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my updated everyday carry for 2024. And these are pretty much the essentials or the bare minimum. So regardless of what I'm doing that day or what bag or purse I have with me, these things are always with me every single time. And I've tried to time it so that when I post this video, Amazon's having their big spring sale or whatever they're calling it. So I will add links for everything I'm going to talk about in the description box down below. And these are affiliate links, so costs you nothing to use them, but it does help support the channel. So I thank you in advance if you do go looking for anything. Now, starting off with like the staple item, the item I can't go anywhere without, that is my iPhone. And so this year I have the iPhone 15 Pro Max, and I filmed the unboxing of this when I got it last year. I got it pretty much when they came out, and I was upgrading from my 12 Pro. And so far, honestly, I'm loving the 15 Pro and I'm loving the 15 Pro Max, the bigger size. It's personal preference, but I'm definitely behind the Pro Max phones, and I think that's kind of the phone I'll probably always get now. But I love the extra zoom. I love the bigger screen just to be able to watch things, taking photos, stuff like that. So I really like it. The other biggest change was USB-C on the bottom, which is just more convenient. The action button on the side, I've tried a few different settings for what it basically actions or what it does, and I keep coming back to just leaving it as my camera button because it's easier when I'm trying to catch something in the moment or like trying to take a picture really quickly to just feel for the button and open the camera as opposed to having to like go on my screen and making sure I'm pressing the right camera button. So the case I have on my phone now is new. This is a new item, first time I'm talking about it on the channel. And it is a case by the brand called Moft, which I have mentioned. It's one of my favorite brands. And they actually sent me this case with a few of the other accessories from their newest line. And honestly, the fact that one of my favorite brands that I've been talking about for like years on this channel, it feels like, even knows who I am, is crazy. And thanks to all of you for continuing to support this channel and helping it grow. So thank you sincerely for that. It looks super premium because it is vegan leather. This is the Misty Cove color, so it's pretty much like the white titanium iPhone also. So that just kind of matches really well. It's a minimal case, it is MagSafe, and yeah, it's because it's the vegan leather, it just looks really premium and it's super easy to clean. It's like scratch resistant and stain resistant. Now, something else Moft gifted me is the new version of their MagSafe wallet. So I bought this one a few years ago with my own money that I've been using forever and have mentioned on this channel. But this new one they did gift me, and it's pretty much the same. Honestly, like my only concern with the original one that I have and use is that I felt the magnet was not as strong as I would have liked it to be, just for my own comfort. And I'm happy to say that the newer version does seem to have a stronger magnet. So the fact that I can just fit like 2 or 3 cards in here and have it on the back of my phone is very, very convenient. And now that the magnet is a little bit stronger, I just feel better about it. The other thing I really like is when you're on the go, you can pull it down and use it as a stand on your phone. So whether you are watching something or scrolling in portrait or landscape mode, you can do either. And the fact that it folds down just makes it a lot easier to get your cards out versus other MagSafe wallets I've used. I always end up like breaking a nail or chipping my nail polish or something. So it's a little thing, but it does make life a little bit easier. All right, this next item, I realize now that I think about it, I actually have it on me more frequently than my iPhone, and that's just because it's always on me, and that is my Apple Watch. This is the Series 9, so the latest one. For those that are into like the specs of it, it's the aluminum version, 45mm size, so it is the bigger size one, and it's GPS only. I don't get the cellular plan with it. This is my third, I think, Apple Watch. I upgraded to the 9 from the Series 5. So again, I usually go a few years before upgrading my devices, but honestly, you can't tell a difference. I mean, the Apple Watches for a few years now have just been the same design, the same look. You can't tell which one I have. The only reason I even upgraded is because my Series 5 one, like the battery was dying. I had to charge it pretty much 2 times a day. So it was just not convenient anymore. Apple Watches I just love in general for workouts and an extension of my phone, essentially tracking sleep and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. Really the only other notable thing I'll mention is the band I use, because I always get complimented on it, and it's not an expensive watch band. It's not an Apple Watch band. It's like a $25 Amazon no-name watch brand. It's stainless steel. It's awesome. I've used it on every Apple Watch I've had. I've used this band. That's how much I love it. And I never really take it off. Like, I work out with this band, I sleep with this band, shower, anything. Like, it's pretty much indestructible. My headphones of choice for calls, music, podcasts, meetings, all that fun stuff are the AirPod Pros Gen 2 with USB-C. So now that basically all my devices are USB-C, it's honestly a lot more convenient to just need one cable with me on a day-to-day basis. These are awesome. I love Gen 1. I had Gen 1 for a few years. I have no idea how they got better. I didn't think they could get better. These are better. The noise cancellation is better, the transparency mode is better. I can now control the volume from the stem of the AirPod, which is just so much better and more convenient. I'll stop saying better, I promise. They're great. They're honestly great. I usually leave them in the adaptive mode, so it basically controls the noise cancellation level automatically based on the environment I'm in. So if I'm in somewhere loud, the noise cancellation automatically turns up. If I'm in somewhere quiet, it turns down so that I can hear more of what's going on around me. So if you have an iPhone, they are not cheap, but they are 100% worth it in my opinion. They just work so seamlessly with the iPhone and all of my other Apple devices. They're a no-brainer. Next up, for charging on the go, I am still using my favorite Anker MagSafe battery pack. But this is the newer version, so it does have USB-C on the side instead of underneath, so it just makes it a little bit easier to use the very convenient stand and charge it at the same time. So the stand, the back folds down so that you can have your phone on it in portrait or landscape mode, and you can still charge the battery pack. So it just makes that a little bit better. And it has the indicator lights on the side, which I really like, so I know how much juice is left in here. But yeah, this is not something that I use every day, but it is something that I have with me every day, because when I need it, when I need to top up, or I'm out of battery, something like that, this is just very, very nice to have with me to get me home. The last Apple product I always have with me is an AirTag. So even if I'm just like running to the grocery store, I just have these in everything. In every one of my bags and purses, my suitcases, always have an AirTag. Again, it's not something I go looking for or use on the daily, but it's always there when I need it. So AirTags, they're not even that expensive, and they last. Like, when the battery dies, you can just replace the battery. So you don't have to buy them constantly, and just the peace of mind, especially when you're traveling. But yeah, AirTags, big fan. The next big update to my everyday carry is my key situation. So I picked up the Orbit Key keychain that a lot of YouTubers were talking about. So I was 100% influenced to get this, but I got it in the silicone material version as opposed to the leather version, because the leather version was honestly just more expensive, and I wanted to make sure I liked this before committing to the leather version. And so far, I really, really like it. It's more compact and it's slimmer, so when my keys are in my bag, they're not getting caught on things. They also don't dangle now. So when I'm walking around with my keys in my hand, you don't just hear like the noise of keys hitting together. So that is all things I love. And you can fit like 2 to 7 keys, I think is what they say in it. And you can control the tension. So if you want your keys to be able to fall out more easily, you can do that. If you don't want that to happen, you can turn up the tension. And I've even fit my fob, my building fob in here. And the great thing is I don't even have to take the fob out. Like, it it works through the material. So that just makes it even faster. Now, the other thing I was influenced to get with it is this Orbit Key 9-in-1 multi-tool. And this is an additional piece. It's pretty handy to have. I don't use it all the time, but it has like a bottle opener, it has a flathead screwdriver, Phillips head screwdriver, a ruler, a file. Like it's good to have. In the last video like this I made last year, a bunch of people commented that I should get a Swiss Army knife, and I didn't, but this is kind of close. So this is like my compromise in the meantime. Now, the last piece of this new, I guess, key situation is this personal safety alarm. And it's from a brand called Birdie. Thankfully, I've never had to use it, but I have tested it just to make sure it worked and I knew how to use it if ever I did need it. And so it just attaches to your keys. You would basically put your finger like in this little loop and pull down on the body of it, and then this alarm will start ringing. And it's about 130 dB, so it's pretty loud. There's also a strobe light on the front. And the reason I like it, it's just, first of all, peace of mind to have on me in case I'm ever in a sticky situation. It's non-violent, but it's kind of the shock factor, and it can get the attention of people around me and just kind of act as like a distraction to get away. It's also travel friendly. I've brought this through airport security. There's absolutely zero issues with it. So yeah, it's just really nice to have and to know I have with me. The next little thing I picked up is this super handy USB-C memory stick by SanDisk. So the reason I got this is now that the iPhones are USB-C, not only does it make life easier for charging, only needing one cable for everything, but for accessories, it's also incredibly useful. So whenever I take a heck of a lot of photos, or I want to transfer like a big file from my phone to any of my other devices, or even a non-Apple device, this thing comes so clutch because it just goes right in my phone. I can offload a whole bunch of photos and files. It's way faster to go this way than AirDrop when you're transferring a lot of things. I would say the best part is it's USB-C on one side, but then you can just flip it over and it's USB-A. So if ever I need to go into like an old school, like, I don't know, hotel computer, let's say, or something like that to print something, it's very convenient to have both USB-C and USB-A. All right, so that is my updated everyday carry for 2024. Let me know what you think, if you think I'm missing anything this year as well. And if you wanted to see a longer term review of things like my iPhone, Apple Watch, AirPods, basically anything new, if you wanted me to do like a 6-month update or something, let me know in the comments down below and I can get to work on those. But yeah, hope you found something here that could be useful for you in your everyday life. As I mentioned earlier, I will add all of the links in the description box down below. If you did like today's video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. It really helps the videos get out there and supports the channel. The algorithm loves when you like and subscribe. So I very much appreciate it. And that's it. So have a great day.